Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hi.
So I watched the film last night. The mood of it, the portrayals, and how it was done is so beautiful. So thank you for being a part of something like this. Knowing that it's loosely based off of Pete's life, and I looked at some behind the scenes footage, him saying this is a love letter to his mom. What was it like on set and the atmosphere?
Oh, the atmosphere was unbelievable. I mean, because we shot it in Staten Island, obviously where Pete is from and where all of this, shit went down. And so we had like his mom around all the time. And every day there'd be like one of his friends from school would be playing like the random like hot dog dude in like scene. So it just like really felt like his family and like his history was like a real part of the movie, which was really special.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, go ahead, Maude.
That's literally, yes.
Like,
it was nice, like having, all of his friends around. Like it just felt like we were in his town and it felt very personal and it was like amazing and like a very warm set and like, yeah.
And Maude, you play his sister, knowing that you did your homework talking to his real life sister. He was saying you went behind the scenes to do this in order to find out how to hate him. What did you take? Because it seems like his family is so close knit and they are there for him. It's all heart for all of them. So what did you learn from her?
I was trying to be careful because I didn't want her to feel like I was doing an impression of her. So I didn't really talk to her too much before we started shooting. Like I tried to get information sort of about their dynamic from like Pete's friends and my like just conversations with Pete and everything. But I don't know. I was trying to be like careful because I didn't want to I wanted to try and make it into something new while having it be based on her, but not do like a super impression of her.
Absolutely. And now, Belle, you have your own voice that you have, and learning, because I can barely speak English. You can hear that right now.
Don't worry, I feel exactly the same. I can't.
Same. Oh my gosh.
The Staten Island accent. How hard was that, or how easy was that for you to get that out there?
I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. Because I mean, you hear how I sound. It like is worlds away from how like my mouth works to make words. So I worked with a dialect coach a lot, but honestly, with accents like that, like you just do the work, and then I find that like one day you wake up and you're like, oh, I can do it. And also just like being, in Staten Island while we're shooting around like Pete's family, like his mom has has a really thick Staten Island accent. So just like listening to everyone really helped.
Yeah,
but it wasn't easy. And also being in Staten Island, I guess, like if I didn't know how to say a word, I could just like walk up to a random guy on the street and be like,
Maude, pretty cool again getting to work with family on this with Dad. Is it true that you did audition for this role? This is obviously when you have family involved in something, you still want to show your worth and show that like this is my role, I could do this. So how was that?
Yeah. I mean I did want to, and I think my dad wasn't like super on board at first, so I did need to like show him that I could do it. And yeah, it was important to him that like Pete and I had chemistry and that it would make sense. And yeah.
No, it all made sense. Everyone's chemistry in this. And I love that he did use his friends, and the friends are in this, and his mom was on the set, and Marissa Tomei as his mom. Just the entire cast is great. Did you guys learn, Belle, I'll ask you this. What did you learn watching Pete in this about?
I knew about him before, but what I like is that he's like a really incredible actor. I mean, this is like his like acting debut, and honestly, working with him was so easy. Like he's so natural and so present as an actor, and so giving as a scene partner. Yeah, he's like the real deal. He's amazing.
I know we've got to get out of here. I heard that on the last day, Pete actually brought a tattoo artist for everyone to get tattoos. Maude, did you get one? Belle, did you get one? Yes?
No.
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
Oh.
Imagine I was like, yeah, it's right.
Now, as a fan, I just want to make sure I get this right. Belle, you've been a fan, obviously, of Judd for a while. Is it true that you texted Pete when you heard about the movie role?
Yes, I did. I didn't say, put me in the movie right now, though, which is what people say. I said, oh, I heard of making movies with Judd. Can I audition for it? And he said, yeah.
And knowing that what people are going to see, the importance, obviously, of what it meant for Pete to have this out there, and then knowing what his father, how he lost his dad, real firefighters who worked with his father, having Steve as well, who has been a firefighter, especially 9/11, circling it. What do you want people to get from this, and why do you think it was so important to use real firefighters and the people that were around during that time?
I mean, yeah, just giving our first responders are so important, and firefighters are like such heroes. And I guess, I mean, getting to learn about all these different people's stories and how much people sacrifice to do what they do and help people it's very inspiring. And yeah, I think it was great that people who actually were firefighters could be a part of the movie and talk about their experience, and it just made it like more authentic, I guess. Yeah.
And Belle, I know that you had mentioned this is your first time kind of getting into the world of improv on a set.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
And how much were you able to play with?
I mean, it's so scary. Like, I mean, you're definitely used to it more because it's your dad.
No,
but like,
you're so much better at improv than me.
No, I was just like, this is like fight, like what is fight or flight? This is do or die. Like, if you don't pull this out the bag now, you're gonna be fired, Belle. So do it and do it well. I honestly just didn't think about it, but it's really scary. It's really scary because also you're improvising with comedians who like have a backlog of jokes.
Yeah, that's tough.
You don't, because you're an actor and you just want to tell the truth.
Well, Maude, knowing what Belle is saying, because again, comedic timing is everything. Like, if you got to get on it, it is a whole nother situation. Knowing you've grown up around and the stuff that you've seen your parents do, does it ever get intimidating for you still at this point?
Oh yeah, I'm like in a panic improvising, and also yeah, what Belle said about like improvising with comedians, like I'm not that quick, so sometimes I feel like it's you got to be on your toes. Like, it's a different experience, and it also makes you feel more present. And I think it's like it's helpful to like stay in the moment when you know that you could be thrown off like any second.
Do you ever go to your dad when you're on set like this and say, hey, pointers, or did you learn anything from him, watching him just behind the scenes and saying, okay, maybe I can take this note, or maybe I can do it my way? What do you see? Because it's a great platform to be able to watch him and see that.
Yeah. Or so you're saying like, what did I learn about the way that he works?
Yeah, how he works. Do you kind of insert that in how you portray your character, or how do you work when you watch him?
Yeah, I mean, the way that he works, it's so nice because we have so much time to like, and being able to improv, the scene can like start off being one thing and sort of morph into something else. Like, if it doesn't feel right in that moment, we can kind of take it and change it. And like, he allows that. And so I think it's a really nice environment, like working environment, to know that if something kind of isn't working, like, oh, he's open to changing it and making it work. And like I don't know, having that freedom it's like a nice feeling. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if that makes sense.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
We're all just trying to figure it out.
We all are. That's what life is about, figuring it out. I think you guys have figured it out. You're doing so many amazing projects. This one, again, I loved it. It was so great. Again, the moodiness of it. I think people are going to learn a lot about Pete and the people in his family and everything, and his dad, and how important it is to have family around as well. I do have a question from the peoples out there, the fans. They want to know, Maude, since your dad is behind the lens, and Belle, you attest to this. Was there ever a carpool together? Did you guys? How was it? Were you hanging out, or do you act like you don't know your dad and he's just the director and he's doing his thing?
I think it's a mix. We did carpool though, yeah.
That's good. It's like, saving the carbon emission.
Yeah, but he'd get there earlier sometimes, so it would depend on the day. I don't know.
You guys, next movie, we got to get some tattoos. Maybe pretend fake ones. Thank you again, guys. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Stay safe.